Right, looks like we're live again, everyone. Now, hopefully this time you're going to get better audio. As you can see, I've got my little fluffy thing on me thing. So we're back at the airfield, and today our friend Mark Robson, former paratrooper, and here at the Sky High Diving Centre, I'll show you what's going on. In fact, let's turn around so you can see all the guys having a look. They can see they're all looking up. So he's out the aircraft, and I'll track him as he comes in, and we'll catch his landing. He always does a great landing. So today they're doing the ashes scattering. The family's here as well. They're doing the ashes scattering of a former paratrooper called Darrin Heslop. Darrin Heslop. And I don't know the guy, but I believe he's a very good friend of Mark. So this will be really personal to Mark. They serve together. So yeah, here we are. So I'm going to capture it as I always do. So the ashes are just gone. Let me turn the camera around. See the guys. That's the people here supporting today. Yeah, this is where we are. This is the airfield. So you'll land over there somewhere. You'll see him coming in. I'll hear him coming in before, because you can hear he'll have a flag. No doubt he'll have the parachute regiment flag. Yeah, I can see. Let's see if I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. You're going to get the sun, but there you go. They're up there. They're up there somewhere. But yeah, it's a great setup, and yeah, it's you know, what a moving occasion. So I believe the guy who passed away, I've got to bring that back in. I think the guy who passed away actually passed away some time ago. And like a lot of these things, it's difficult timing wise. So when our friend Sean Kennedy died, he died in 2020. Let me turn this around so you can catch the cameraman coming in. This cameraman. I can hear the flag now, so let's turn you around and see what we can see. Let's get in position. There he comes. Let's track him in. That's Mark Robson. We'll have the last post in a minute when he's landed. You see there the flag of the parachute regiment. And he'll be doing a cracking landing. In he comes. Nice soft landing. Brilliant. Bingo. There's all the boys and the family. So some paramedics have popped in to say hello as well.
Post will be coming down just now as well, Chris.
This last post. Hi, Hippo. See you. So for those who may not know, this is Mark Robson. Mark's a former member of the parachute regiment, He's just jumped out of an aircraft with the ashes of one of his friends, also a former parachute, one para, 1st Battalion, the Parachute Regiment, who died quite young, 60, less than 60 years old. Mark just scattered his ashes, and that's the family of the deceased. So it was Darrin Heslop, that was his wishes, to be scattered under canopy, and Mark's the man to do it.
Short notice. We had the weather and it was a bit of a similar weather. Thank you everyone.
Well done, Mark. I turn that around again, and I'm just going to move out of the way because it's because the guy who passed away, so Darrin Heslop, former paratrooper, so he's only a young lad. He's the same age as me, but obviously he succumbed to his illness and he's gone. And you don't normally see the family, so that's his children, his kids are there. So for them, it's a real fitting ceremony. You know, if you imagine, you know, your dad's been a paratrooper, army, jumped out of aircraft for a living, fought in God knows what all over the world, and then this kind of send-off gives them that closure that they need. It's a fitting end for an airborne soldier to be scattered under canopy. Again, for those who don't know why I wasn't airborne. You can see by my patch, I'm an ex-army medic. So my rationale, my reason for coming and offering my support is very clear. In 2020, a very good friend of ours, a long-time friend, died. So our mate Sean Kennedy died. He died during COVID. It wasn't COVID that got him. He had a heart attack, age 60, in 2020. And then a few years later, his ashes, we still had some of his ashes. I had his sister, she very kindly, when they scattered his ashes on his mum's grave in Ireland, I'd said, look, don't scatter all of him. We need a military type send-off. So she kept a bit of him. I'm not sure what bit I got, but anyway, the ashes arrived back at my house. And then I happened to find Mark, just pure chance. I never knew him in the army. I happened to find Mark, and I was watching a video of him doing this for one of his friends. I reached out, I contacted him and said, is it just ex-parachute regiment guys? He went, no, it's anybody, you know, if they've served, if they're veterans, we'll do this service for them. So that's what we did. So we came down here. It wasn't until 2024, March 2024, where Sean Kennedy, what was left of him in this little tub, went in Mark's pouch, up he went in the aircraft, and he chucked him out, which is quite fitting, because for most of Sean's military career, we all wanted to chuck him out of an airplane as well, but apparently Mark said he had to wait till he was dead. So there's always bureaucracy and then red tape, but you know, we got there in the end. Let me turn it around. Hey, listen guys, there's loads of people watching. That's really nice to see. Anne Bingham from Nottingham, thank you. Good to see you. I hope you and Tony are well. And then we've got people from all over. We had Hippo watching in New Zealand. Hippo, thanks. Jackie Codlin, hi. Hope you and Mick and the kids are fine. Let me turn you around and show you what the paratroopers are up to. But I'll give you a quick guided tour. So this is the Sky High Diving Centre, Shot and Colliery near Durham. When Mark jumped out of the aircraft, I think it was his son today, his boy jumps out with him, he's the cameraman, so they do a great video. And I'll put a link to it on here, because obviously there's quite a few of you watching now, a little bit of interest. I'll put a link so you can go and watch it. It's fascinating. And because where we are, although you can't see it now, just over there is the coast. So you've got you'll see the sea, and it's absolutely fantastic. Right, I better go and get in the picture. Hey, listen guys, take care, have a lush day. See you soon.